So there's this trend going around in the natural hair community. It actually isn't a new trend. It has been around for many years, but recently I'm seeing that a lot of people are getting it done, and that is texlexing. So for those who don't know what texlexing is, texlexing relaxer surface that is intentionally under processed in order to create volume and texture in the hair. So whenever I see people with texlex hair, you'll find that there are two types. For example, there are those, they texlex the hair, and then it comes out more wavy, and then you get others when they texturize the hair, it comes out more, you know, like soft curls. So let's say, for example, a person who has type 4 hair, they texturize the hair, it comes out, you know, like the curls are looser and it also has less shrinkage. So texturizing, you know, is a process, a chemical process that is formulated to loosen the natural curls, you see, and kinks of textured hair. So when I think of texturizing hair, I think of a blowout relaxer. You know, like in South Africa, you'll find blowout relaxers. So that's what basically what the texlex is. It's like blowout relaxers, because you know, you see me especially, I've seen people, you know, they have my hair type, but their hair looks way too easy to manage. So it's people like that who get a blowout relaxer. It looks like they still have natural hair, but the thing is, the hair has been texturized, the curls has been loosened. So whenever a person texlex their hair, it means that their hair gets relaxed about 70%, and that 30% is like the curls that are keeping. So texlexed hair is like in the middle between relaxed and texturized hair. So it's like you still have your natural curls, but it's relaxed, the curls are loosened, you see. Yeah, and then we're gonna look at how to, you know, achieve, you know, a texlex. So first of all, what many people do is, you know, you can switch your relaxer, which means downgrade your relaxer. So let's say you usually used to use a super relaxer, you just switch over to a regular, or you know, like the relaxers that people for sensitive hair use. So which means you are opting for a relaxer that's not that strong than the one that you usually use. And then the other way people do it is by diluting the relaxer. So what that means is, you take a normal relaxer and you just dilute it, you like weaken the strength of the relaxer. So how that is done is by adding oil or conditioner into the relaxer. It's like you are diluting the relaxer. And then the next way people, you know, like texlex the hair is they put a barrier to the hair. So which means before you relax your hair, they put oil, you see, or a thick cream on the hair, you should see. So that's like a barrier. So when you relax the hair, the relaxer first has to go through, you know, the barrier, which is maybe the oil or the thick cream, before it reaches the hair, decreasing the contact of the relaxer, which means you decrease the process time of the relaxer. You see, let's say a relaxer says you must keep it in for 15 minutes, you keep it for like 6 minutes, you see, because like it with texlex hair, it also goes about like, what is your aim? Do you want to have wavy hair, or do you want it to be, you know, you just want to like soften the curls, you know, breaking the curls to get looser curls. So yeah, so if you want to have like a wavy look, you know, then it means you just have to keep it a bit longer. But if you want softer curls, then you just keep it in for less time. They reduce the smoothing part. You know, like whenever you relax your hair, the one thing I've learned recently, because I didn't know that when I have been doing a relaxer back then. So you see that part where people, you know, like that part where or the relaxers on your hair, and then they are smoothing the relaxer on your hair. So it means that you know, it's like they are combing the hair, it's straight, you see. So that part is where the hair and its bond is straightened into its new position. So because you have type 4 hair, your hair is curly, you see. So whenever you relax your hair and you smooth the hair out, you see, it's like you are putting the hair into its new position. So whenever you texlex your hair, other people, they just put either the blowout relaxer on or normal relaxer, and then they don't smooth the hair out. They just put it on the hair and leave it on the hair and then rinse it out instead of combing it out, smoothing it. That smoothing part is what, you know, like makes your hair straight. Did you know that? Because I recently found that out. So I'm gonna look at ways to, you know, like, no, first I'm gonna look at the benefits of a texlex. So the first benefit is that it creates volume. It creates volume because, you know, like whenever you have type 4 hair, your hair is, you know, like we know type 4 hair likes to stand. So by creating volume, you know, because your hair is shrinked, you know, you might find some people, they have long hair, but when it shrinks, it gets, you know, it becomes an afro. So texlex would can help with volume. Your hair will look bigger, and then it will also reduce flyaways, you know, like you see flyaways. It also reduces fuzz, and then it can also, you know, like reduce shrinkage. You know, type 4 hair shrinks. Even type 3 hair, it shrinks when you have curly hair, basically shrinks, you see. So texlex also helps with that. And texlex can also help you to have a lighter, more manageable hair, and also it's gonna make your hair easy to comb and also makes your hair easy to straighten, because we know type 4 hair, me, whenever I blow dry my hair and straighten my hair, as I'm busy blow drying, by the time I reach the front, the ones at the back already starts to shrink, you see. And then we're gonna look at the cons of having a texlex hair. So first of all, texlex slightly changes the color of your hair, you see. And then the other thing that you have to keep in mind is that when you texlex your hair, it's still, you know, like a relaxer. Some people will say that texlexing the hair, especially like a blowout relaxer, it's a relaxer light, but the point is, it's still, you see, it still has chemicals, and chemicals can damage or cause damage. You have to keep in mind, when you texlex your hair, you can reverse it back to natural. It's chemical treated, you've altered with your natural hair, you see, so you can reverse back to natural. And then the other thing you have to keep in mind is that if you keep it in for way too long, what can happen is it can straighten your hair. So you have to get your timing correctly. The other point is that curls may be uniform. You'll find that all your curls are all of a sudden, your curls won't be the same. You're gonna look at how to care for texlex hair. So first of all, you will have to find products that suit your hair, because you know, whenever, whether you have relaxed hair, natural hair, I'm telling you, you will have to find the right products for your hair. Because if I have to make a perfect example, I remember I washed my, I don't know, is it Brazilian or Peruvian, I don't know which wig, the hair on my weave, which hair is that. So I used my natural hair products to wash my weave, and it tangled. So that is just to show you that it's important to find hair products that suit your hair type. The other way you should care for your hair is at night. When you have texlex hair, make sure that you sleep with a bonnet or just cover your hair, you see, because the ends of the hair are very, you know, are old, so they are weaker. So make sure that you cover your hair at night, and then always wet your hair daily. And just by wetting your hair daily, it will just help to, you know, refresh the curls and also form the curls, because texlex hair, it's like you chemical treated your hair, so it's very dry, so you have to make it wet every single day. And then you will also have to go and deep condition your hair regularly, because relaxed hair, you know, needs a lot of protein, so you get that by deep conditioning your hair. And then you will also have to, you know, like style your hair less with heat. You know, you chemically treated your hair, so which means you're gonna have to use heat less often. And very important, you are gonna have to, you know, go get a retouch when needed. As soon as your hair grows out, just give it time, you know, to grow out a bit. You see, like whenever you had a relaxer, you know, you cannot put a relaxer every single month, but at least every 6-8 weeks there around, get a retouch, because once your hair is growing out, there's going to be a texture difference. It's the texlexed hair and then it's the natural hair, so it's going to be two different curls that you're going to have to deal with. So it's just better if you go and retouch it. So if you are still watching the video so far, then you might consider to subscribe, because you've made it until the end of the video, which means you found the video very, you know, helpful in some way. And I'm pushing 500 subscribers, so by you subscribing, it will really mean a lot to me, and you will also not miss any of my future videos. So in my future video, my next upload, I'm gonna focus on, you know, like relaxed versus the natural hair, you know, like, yeah. So in my next video, I'm gonna cover relaxed versus natural hair, so make sure that you don't miss it out. Subscribe. And if you haven't already watched my previous video, it's just like where I talk about how is it that I neglected my hair last year and what it did to my hair. So make sure that you watch that video, and I really hope to see you in the next video. Until next time,